1. Don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. This phrase sounds simple, right? But buried in it is a gentle reminder for our bodies, especially as the years leave their mark on our skin, on our heartbeat. Have you ever experienced this? On a busy afternoon, you're working, reading, or even watching your favorite show, and suddenly your throat feels dry. You're startled, sensing a real lack, and you gulp down a big glass of water. But did you know that your body doesn't just need water when you feel thirsty? Sadly, that thirst signal grows weaker as we age. After 30, sometimes 50, and more clearly approaching 60, our internal thirst mechanism slows down. It's normal, but not many people know about it. So if you're waiting until you feel thirsty to drink, chances are you're already mildly dehydrated and you didn't even notice. This can affect your circulation, digestion, and even your mood, leaving you tired, giving you headaches, dry skin, or even constipation. Let me share a story with you about my friend Linda. She's a 63-year-old author and yoga teacher. She takes great care of nutrition, sleep, morning yoga, but she had the same habit we all do, waiting until her throat felt dry. One afternoon, after teaching, she felt truly thirsty and drank a large glass of water. It soothed her throat, but half an hour later, she felt more tired than before. That's when she realized I was severely underhydrated. So Linda tried something new. Every 30 minutes, she'd drink a small sip. The result: her stomach felt lighter, her mind became clearer, and a sense of calm washed over her as she observed her body with respect. We can tie this to Stoic philosophy, Epictetus said. Listening to your body is part of living mindfully. Just a small sip, but it's a way of saying, I'm listening to you, to yourself. And that can change more than you might think. From a scientific standpoint, when you are dehydrated, your blood thickens. Your kidneys work harder, circulation slows down, and your mind has to slow to balance it all. Memory fades. Spirits depend. Sometimes we mistake dehydration for just getting old. But when you hydrate regularly, not waiting until you're thirsty, you help maintain proper blood viscosity. Your kidneys filter more efficiently. Cellular stress decreases. It doesn't cost anything, requires no medication, just a continuous choice. I'll take a sip whenever I can. Ask yourself, have I forced my body to go all day without a single sip? Did I think I was fine when really I was so thirsty? I've been there too. I remember a day packed with back-to-back work, and by the afternoon my eyes were blurry on the screen. I realized I was just thirsty and exhausted. In that moment I thought, why don't I just make it simple? Keep a bottle nearby and sip. Big change starts with small steps. And today, if you can't try this, keep a water bottle beside you and take a sip. Every 30 minutes you're giving your body a practical act of kindness. I respect you. I'm not making you wait until you suffer. When you stop waiting to feel thirsty, you're starting to live more mindfully. You gift yourself peace and gentle care. You don't need praise. You don't need proof. You just need to drink. Touch your glass. Sip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Listen, because you deserve it. You deserve that kindness 1,000 times more than waiting for thirst to acknowledge you. I hope from today on, you'll love yourself a little more, one small sip, one quiet moment at a time. 2. Drink water in silence, while seated. Hi, I'm Fang NGC. Today, I'd like to invite you to pause. Nothing grand, just an everyday action you already do, drinking water. But this time, let's do it differently. Sit down. Hold your glass. No music, no phone, no conversation. Just you owned a small sip of water. Sounds a bit odd. Maybe. But this isn't just drinking. This is a small ritual, and it brings about profound shifts. I worked recently with a group of older adults at a community center. One day, I suggested a simple ritual. Sit down, place one hand on your belly, close your eyes, and sip water in silence. They laughed at first. It's just water, why make a fuss? But they tried. Once, twice, a week, a month. And then the transformation began. They told me, my belly feels warmer, it digests better. I feel less stressed, less tired. And one person said something I've never forgotten. I feel like I've come home to myself. Why does something so small have such a big impact? When you sit, your body leaves autopilot. Your spine straightens. Your belly is no longer compressed. Your organs open, ready to receive that sip as an act of care. When you place a hand on your belly, you're not activating muscles, you're awakening presence. You're bringing your mind home. And when you drink in silence, you give your body space to be heard, not as a machine that needs refilling, but as a being worthy of respect. Stoic philosophy reminds us, true strength comes from mindful attention. Even in the smallest actions, drinking water slowly isn't a religious ritual, it's a sacred daily act, a new rhythm of living. I want to ask you, when was the last time you truly felt that sip? Not to hit 2 liters, not chugging after exercise, but sitting, at peace, and letting that sip become a morning greeting. To yourself, here's a simple way to start. Tomorrow morning, before you even check your phone, TV, or make coffee, grab a glass of warm water. Sit down, hand on belly, sip slowly. No rush, no noise, just you and your breath. You'll feel something shift. Maybe it's a lighter belly, maybe a calmer mind, or simply a feeling, I care for myself. No big gesture needed, just a small ritual, repeated daily, bringing you closer to your own body. No justification needed, no permission asked. Just trust that you're worthy of love, starting with this small act of care. I sat down and drank in silence. If those words resonate, remember, you're not alone. You're coming home to a deeper rhythm, a reconnection with yourself. 3. Self-care isn't selfish, it's dignity, especially when you've spent most of your life caring for others. It's finally time to come back to yourself. Have you ever stopped long enough to ask, what do I need? You've been so busy caring for your husband, your kids, your parents, you've become used to serving, sacrificing, forgetting yourself. I remember talking with my college friend, Ms. Han. At 65, she was splitting her time between taking care of her grandchild and running the household until one day, she fainted in the kitchen, not from any serious illness, but because her body simply said, enough. I've been so neglecting myself, thinking I was meant to serve everyone, she said, her voice soft. After a lifetime of caring for others, she finally realized she needed care too, as Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said. You can't carry everyone else's burdens forever. When you stop being the center of your own life and live only to serve, you start to erase yourself. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's a commitment to your own dignity. After all these years, you deserve to live not just for everyone else, but for you. I want to share a story about Kenza, a 72-year-old retired electrical engineer. Every day now, he goes to a painting class for seniors, partly for the love of art, but mostly because he realized that tending to his passion makes him feel useful, gently, vibrantly useful. He told me, I put aside my dreams for so long, caring for family. Now it's time to express me a little. That shift gave him a different kind of energy, light, willing unforced. In modern psychology, we call it self-care. It's not about avoiding responsibilities. It's about recharging your energy. When your energy is full, you care for others out of love and peace, not out of exhaustion. When you don't care for yourself, you run on borrowed energy. Eventually, it runs out. Have you ever thought, have I forgotten how to care for me? Or felt like, who am I, really? Because you've given so much of yourself. You're not alone to feel this. It's the sign of a good soul, but one that needs to reconnect with itself. You don't need to fly to Bali or enroll in an expensive retreat. You just need a quiet morning, a cup of tea, a moment to yourself, a notebook, and a simple question. Today, who am I feeling like? A morning walk. Just breathe and say to your body, thank you for being with me. These aren't grand gestures, but they are enough to say, I deserve care. Dear friend, caring for yourself is not selfish, it's an act of faith. Faith that you deserve to live fully, entirely, with all the dignity of a human being. You don't owe the world your exhaustion. You owe yourself your kindness. Every time you drink a glass of water, practice a few stretches, read a page, or write down a thought, you are not shirking responsibilities. You're renewing your energy. You're living fully another day. Please, give yourself a few minutes each day. Life isn't only about giving, it's also about living for yourself. Show yourself you are worthy of receiving. Today, I took care of myself. 4. Start your morning with warm water. A simple glass of warm water as soon as you wake up may sound small, but it holds the power to gently awaken your body, kickstart digestion, and refill your energy for the day ahead. It's a small, everyday moment of connection. Have you ever woken up feeling tired despite a good night's sleep? I remember reaching for cold water to splash awake. Nothing happened. My body didn't respond. Until I tried warm water, not too hot, just warm, enough to feel it in my hands, in my throat, in my heart, a gentle spread of warmth throughout my body. That day, I breathed easier, thought clearer, and felt like I was holding a blank page of a new day ready to write. I have a friend, Miss Teresa, 76, who used to start her mornings with cold tea or coffee. But after attending a wellness group, she switched to warm water. She described it. A glass of warm water in the morning feels like a gentle kiss to my body, no rush. Just saying, let's begin today together. Less than a week later, she told me, my belly feels lighter, my digestion is calmer. I sleep deeper and drift smoother each day. Marcus Aurelius once said, to wake up with purpose is one of the earliest miracles of the day. Warm water is that physical spark. It gently awakens digestion without any shock. It revives circulation, each warm sip encouraging your body's natural rhythm. And most important, it's a kind affirmation that you care for yourself from the very first moment. Health experts say drinking warm water upon waking helps stimulate bowel movement, support gut health, and boost toxin release. As a result, deeper sleep, sharper mind, and a brighter mood even before your morning coffee. Have you tried placing a mug of warm water by your bedside to sip when you wake, or chosen to wake gently, without rushing, with an act that's just for you? Here's how you might try it tomorrow. The night before, heat water to about -45 degrees Celsius, and place it by your bedside. First thing in the morning, pick up your glass, feel the warmth in your hands, sip slowly under soft light. With no hurry, breathe in, breathe out, feel the warmth travel down your throat and into your heart. The essence of this tiny habit is simple. You're not just replenishing water, you're greeting your body with kindness. You're not just starting your day, you're honoring your life story, the part of you that gave so much and now deserves to receive. Try it tomorrow, and if you feel that warmth spread in your chest and your core, that's a little moment of self-discovery, gentler, kinder, more beautiful. Give it a go. Start with a warm sip and let that warmth be a small mirror showing you, yes, I matter. 5. Just one small change can open a big door. You know what? Sometimes just tweaking one tiny habit, like changing how you drink water, can soothe your digestion, help you sleep better, and lift your mood. It doesn't need to be complicated, expensive, or time-consuming, but it can open a whole new chapter for your body and soul. I have a friend, Mr. Adama, 70-year-old retired poet. He'd been struggling with insomnia and constipation for ages. Then he tried something simple, a small glass of warm water, sipped slowly before bed. Just 1 week later, he messaged me, I've lost count of how many nights I've actually slept well. No more that gnawing morning hunger. I wake up feeling lighter, like a weight has been lifted. It was a small action, but he told me it opened the door to a sense of peace inside his own body. Stoic philosophy reminds us, life doesn't need grandeur. If each day you do what you can, stay anchored in the nows, enough. Tiny habit shifts don't ask you to be different from anyone else. They just ask you to be a truer version of yourself. And the results? Digestion calms down. Mind quiets mood. Lifts because you showed yourself respect. Simple. Science-backed changes. Digestion. Warm water stimulates gut motility. Eases constipation. Regular sipping reduces bloating. Sleep. Gentle hydration helps digestion run smoothly, keeping you from waking in the night. Mood. As digestion steadies and nerves relax, you wake up clearer, kinder to your day. Ask yourself, are you living each day like a copy of the last? Could a small tweak like switching to warm instead of cold bring you a little more peace? You don't need miracles. Sometimes the miracle is in the tiny moments that make you smile, help your body feel better, and bring gentle calm to your heart. Try this tonight. After watching, make a glass of warm water, lift it slowly to your lips, sip gently, feel the warmth spreading inside. Outside, a small act can open you to a new way of living. Gentle, present, full of dignity. Today, if you do just one thing differently, that's enough to begin the change. Point 6. Changing how you drink water is changing how you treat yourself. Just a simple act, slowly pouring water into a glass. Sitting down, sipping can be your way of telling yourself, you deserve love, you deserve care, you deserve to live slowly in every moment. Imagine this. You pour water, watching each drop fall. The clear glass reflects morning light. You feel the glass temperature in your palms. Then you sit, breathe in, close your eyes, and sip slowly. You're not just drinking, you're giving yourself a gentle embrace. A gesture of love not needing words. A silent announcement. I am here. I care about myself. Marcus Aurelius said that even the simplest good action brings freedom and dignity. When you drink mindfully, you stop treating your body like a machine. You treat it like a friend. You're cooperating with yourself, not rushing, not abandoning. This tiny habit reflects Stoic spirit. Embrace each simple moment fully, honoring the dignity in daily life. Research shows that mindfulness, even in small acts like sipping water, slowly can lower stress, regulate your heartbeat, and boost inner satisfaction. When you fill your glass, you're also filling your focus, your kindness toward yourself. Questions to listen inwardly. Where is your mind when you drink water mindlessly? And where do you go when you drink it with care? You're giving yourself a space. Body being seen. Breath settling. Soul gently acknowledged, one sip at a time. Here's a mini practice. You can start right now. Pour a small glass of water. Set it on the table, no rush. Slowly lift it, feel the temperature, the weight. Sit down, take a deep breath. Close your eyes, then sip. Smile gently, not because it's grand, but because you're here with yourself. I drank with mindfulness. It's small, but it matters. The habit of sipping water isn't just about your health, it's your way of saying, I deserve care. Each drop not only hydrates your body, it permeates your soul. As a silent thank you, a sign of presence, and a loving act full of dignity. 7. Older adults especially need to drink water regularly. Don't wait until you're thirsty. At our age, thirst isn't always a reliable signal. The body doesn't send that warning like it used to, but the need for water is still strong. That's why proactively drinking water at regular times isn't just about health, it's about your energy, your self-control, and your dignity. A few weeks ago, I talked with Jessie, who's 75. She had been hospitalized for mild dehydration. She told me, I kept waiting until I felt thirsty to drink until my doctor said that was the problem. Since then, she placed a small water bottle next to her bed and set a gentle alarm every 2 hours. Gradually, she said, I don't feel tired or dizzy anymore, and somehow, I feel I've taken myself more seriously. Why be proactive like that? Thirst diminishes with age. When you wait for that signal, your body may already be short on essential water. Protect your kidneys and urinary tract. Regular hydration helps flush toxins and prevents UTIs, a common issue in seniors. Maintain mental clarity and energy. Water keeps blood flowing, supports your brain, and keeps you alert and in control. Easy habits you can try. Set a gentle chime. Every hour or two use a soft tone. Nothing startling. Keep a water bottle or glass near your bed, in the living room, or next to your favorite chair. When the alert goes off, take a few sips, slowly, breathe deeply, feel your body warming. These are small adjustments, but you'll notice your body feeling lighter, and you'll feel more responsible and cared for. You're not doing this for anyone else. You're simply caring for yourself. At this stage in life, taking care of yourself isn't only physical, it's your way of showing mindfulness, self-respect, and not letting your body be neglected. When you drink each time the alarm rings, you're saying to yourself, I deserve peace and well-being. If you want to start today, place a water bottle by your bed and set one gentle reminder. And if you do, let me know. I've set my water drink reminder. If you already did it, today, congratulations. You're choosing to live fully, loving and respecting yourself, day by day. 8. Focus on the feeling when you drink. Treat it as a healing ritual. Today, I invite you to try a different way of drinking water, just to quench thirst, but as a gentle healing ritual for your soul. Close your eyes, rest a hand on your belly. Give thanks to your body that continues to carry you every day. In that moment, drinking water becomes a soothing greeting, a heartfelt thank you that goes deep. You can try it right now. Sit up straight. Breathe slowly and gently. Close your eyes. Rest one hand on your belly, as if hugging yourself. Pour warm water. Bring the glass slowly to your lips. With each sip, drink slowly. Feel the warm water glide down your throat. Land in your belly. Spread through your body. Breathe deeply. Thank the energy that supports you. Your heart still beats. Your lungs keep breathing, and you're still here. I remember one afternoon, I met Hannah, a 67-year-old retired elementary teacher. She told me, once I tried drinking like that, closed, breathing in the warmth, I could hear my heartbeat stronger than ever. She said it was a strange but beautiful emotion. I felt, I'm still alive. I still matter. I'm still deserving of love. And then she smiled brightly. A simple glass of water, yet a healing ceremony for the soul. As Epictetus once said, nothing outside your mind can cause you suffering, unless you allow it. When you drink with intention, you refuse to let life's busyness or you choose to exist, to live deeply, to offer yourself recognition. It's not quite meditation, but it's a sacred moment for your spirit. Mindfulness studies show that just 60 to 90 seconds of focus, even in small acts like drinking water, can lower cortisol, slow your heart rate, and activate deep relaxation. Resting your hand on your belly triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural healing mode. It's not magic, it's the incredible connection between mind and body when you show up for yourself. When was the last time you truly were present with your body? Are you ready to spend a few seconds each day to breathe? Place your hand over your belly and say thanks for what you still have. If deep down you whispered yes, that means your soul is craving a healing ritual. How to practice? Grab a small glass of water. Warm is nice. Find a quiet corner to sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your belly. Breathe in deeply as if embracing all that's within you. Sip slowly. Notice the warmth, the flow, your breath. Finish with a silent thank you for being here. Drinking water isn't only about health, it's about giving yourself a sacred moment. Conscious presence, spiritual healing. When you do this ritual, you tell yourself, I deserve care. I deserve presence. I deserve my own love. Hope this resonates. Feel free to try it today.